Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. We are from group 1, so we're going to present about color retention agent used in food. So let us begin.
My name is NURUL SYAFIRA binti MOHAMAD and today I will tell you about introduction to color retention agents. First of all, what is color retention agents? Color retention agents are food additives that are added to food and prevent the color from changing. Color retention compounds are preservative and antioxidant that prolong the time during which food and beverage retain their original color, flavor and texture. Due to oxidation or enzymatic browning, on the degradation of phenolic components, color may be lost. In the beverage business, color retention agents are widely utilized, particularly for vegetables and fruits and fruit juice and drinks, as well as wine and sparkling wines. Color retention compounds counteract color loss, improve color that occur naturally, correct natural fluctuation in color, and give color to bland and fine dishes. For example, ascorbic acid, which is the vitamin C. It is often to bright the color of the food and fruits such as peaches during canning process. One factor of attraction of its foods is its colors. It can influence appetite and choices of our food. Even though colors add nothing to the nutritive value of foods, without certain colors, most consumers will not buy or eat some foods. Thus, colors are frequently added to restore the natural one lost in food processing or to give the preparation the natural color we expect. Other than that, colorants have been added to foods and drinks in recent years not only to improve the appearance of the product but also to preserve firmness and freshness. Due to their capacity to keep, maintain, and extend the color of food and beverage, color retention agents are gaining popularity, especially for food components in food and beverage application. For dalil akli and nakli, an Anas bin Malik and Abi Musa an Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam qala al-mu'min alladhi yaqra'u al-Quran wa ya'malu bihi kal udrajah ta'muha tayyib wa rihuha tayyib wal mu'min alladhi la yaqra'u al-Quran wa ya'malu bihi kal tamrah ta'muha tayyib wa la rihalha wa mathalu munafiq alladhi yaqra'u al-Quran kar rayhanah rihuha tayyib wa ta'muha mirru ومثل منافق الذي لا يقرأ القرآن كالهنزلة طعمها مر أو حبيث وريحها مر. The Prophet ﷺ said, the example of a believer who recite the Quran and acts on it like a citric which tastes nice and smells nice. And the example of a believer who does not recite the Quran but also acts on it is like a date which tastes good but has no smell. And the example of a hypocrite who recite the Quran is like a raihana, sweet basil, which smells good but tastes bitter. And the example of a hypocrite who does not recite the Quran like a salosis, which tastes bitter and has a bad smell.
So right now, we are going to find out the purposes of color retention agents in food. And here are the purposes of color retention agent. So, color retention agents act as a food additive that are added to food to prevent the color from changing. So, many of them work by absorbing or binding to oxygen before it can damage food, which is antioxidant. So, there's a lot of color retention agent. So, some of them, the coloring agent helps in fixing the natural tone forever, even when the food is being cooked. So the example given in the slide is ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C. Vitamin C or ascorbic acid is often added to brightly colored fruit, such as peaches, during canning. So there's a lot of examples, there's a lot of ways of using this color retention agents, and it's really helped to improve our food industry.
Moving on to the next content, which is types and classification of color retention agents. There are two types of color retention agent, which are certified and non-certified coloring agents. First, let's look at the non-certified color retention agents. This type of coloring agents does not require a certificate to sell or buy. It is usually derived from natural food ingredients such as plants, animals, minerals, other than coal and fennel. Most of the food ingredients used to produce this type of color retention agent. There are two classes of non-certified coloring agents, which are naturally occurring and commercially produced. There are few examples for naturally occurring color agents, such as chlorophyll, caramel, annatto, and turmeric. And for the commercially produced coloring agents are conical, bethany, paprika, and saffron. Next is the certified color retention agent. This type of coloring agents need to be certified by Food and Drugs Administration for every batch in order to be used in food processing. It is usually manufactured from chemical compounds such as petroleum. Therefore, it is required to be certified before usage to make sure it's safe for consumers. This type of color retention agent has its own prefixes such as FDNC, DNC, and XDNC. There are two classes for certified coloring agents, which are artificial and natural identical. These artificial, or mostly known as synthetic coloring agents, has a few terms used such as dye and lake. Dye refers to color with petroleum-based chemicals, which does not occur in nature. Meanwhile, the term lake is used to refer to the water-insoluble form of dye. It is often used in fatty fruits and low-moisture food.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NABILAH binti ISMAIL. Today, I want to talk about numbers of color retention agent and its issues. As we know, there have many food retention agents, for example, curcumin, tartrazine, cochineal, and many more. Each of these food retention agents has its own number that has been published by the Food Standard Agency, United Kingdom. Other than that, as a Muslim, we have to know either the food retention agent that we use is halal or not. First of all is curcumin. The number for this color retention agent is E100. It is naturally occurring orange or yellow color. It usually used in pastries, confectionery sauces, and soups. It is extracted from the spice turmeric, and the turmeric is either in powder or granular. And it is halal. It will considered as haram if hidden ingredient is pork fat-based emulsifier in dry mix. Next is E120, which is cochineal. It is a natural red color obtained from egg yolk and dried insects. It gives a red color in food. This type of color retention agent is haram because it is made from raw, dried, and pulverized bodies of insects. The majority scholars, including the Hanafi, Shafi'i, and Hanbali jurists, considers that consumption of insects are impermissible in Islam. Lastly, E132, which is indigo carmine. It is a synthetic coal tar dye blue in color. Indigo carmine is an organic salt derived from indigo by aromatic sulfonation, which renders the compound soluble in water. This food retention agent added to gravy mix and certain mixed product. It is halal to use if as is 100% synthetic color, but if pork glycerin is added as a solvent, then it is haram.
Hi, my name is MARYAM. So for the last part is conclusion. There are three conclusions that we can make from our research. First of all, color retention agents are preservative and antioxidants that enable food and beverage to keep their natural color taste and texture for longer periods of time. This color will fade because of external factors such as heat, light, sunlight, ultraviolet rays, visible light source, oxygen, metal ions, and other chemical reactions. Second, color retention agent enhance the product attractiveness. As a result, it will lead to larger increases in customer satisfaction level and produce higher amount of food manufactured. And the last one is two types of color retention agent are certified and non-certified. As usual, certified color retention agent is made from chemical petroleum and non-certified color retention agent is derived from plants, animal, and mineral other than coal and phenol.